Meet Caitlin. She is a member of ECS210 and is on her journey to become a teacher. Caitlin has learned many new concepts in this class and has expanded her knowledge on all topics. One topic Caitlin has revisited is curriculum. Caitlin always thought curriculum was a document that you have to abide by in order to do your job correctly. The hidden curriculum and seeing curriculum as process, product, and praxis confused Caitlin at first. She didn't have a good understanding of these terms. She looked further into a few curriculum creators for guidance. A man by the name of Ralph Tyler's ideas were looked at first. Caitlin examined how Tyler worked in a marketable system, allowing students to flow through lessons to exams in a systematic way. This leads Caitlin to understand curriculum as product, where emphasis is put on the outcome rather than on the learner. Caitlin looked at a quote from Tony Wagner, stating, "What matters today is not how much students know, but what they can do with what they know." Caitlin really enjoyed this quote because it is about applying skills rather than having a focus on numeracy and literacy and cramming information into students. Caitlin figured this is what curriculum as process looks like. Caitlin then figured curriculum as praxis must involve more. It must involve students in a reflexive manner, students who want to strive for social change, students who are encouraged to have a say in the creation of lessons and assignments. Caitlin is now more aware of the differences in the way curriculum can be approached. Caitlin is also more aware of hidden curriculum. Before this class, she dealt with the hidden curriculum, but she never knew what it entailed. The hidden curriculum can dictate what a good student is. The hidden curriculum can create labels in a way of isolating good from bad. Who decides who is a good student? Why should appearance dictate who is good? Common sense, as Kumashara states, is not all that common. Another topic Caitlin discussed was approaches to curriculum. Caitlin will have to decide on which approach she ultimately wants to take. Caitlin has to get to know her students first. A more process-based environment is what Caitlin wants to aim for. Sure, there will be times when a lesson may be more product or praxis-based, but ultimately the focus should be on the learner. Caitlin feels that she should be teaching the students and not teaching a document such as the curriculum. Caitlin feels that even though the curriculum is an important document, there's a bit of room for interpretation. Caitlin feels Treaty Ed should be included in her classroom, even though it's not written in the official curriculum document. Caitlin will not accommodate students into her class, but she will integrate them. One point that stuck out to Caitlin was made by Claire Kruger. If you're not making mistakes, you're not learning. Caitlin can talk about having an active learning environment that fits a product approach, but she has to get into the classroom and see what her students need before she can fully use her approach. A third and final topic Caitlin discussed in class was uncomfortable learning, brought up by Kumashara. Caitlin was sitting in the uncomfortable desk in the lecture room one day when Mike told the class that he was a racist, and then proceeded to call the whole class racist. This made Caitlin very uncomfortable. She knew this to be true, as there have been many times where she caught herself thinking racist thoughts. From this class, she is more aware that this is wrong, and her thoughts need to be addressed. Another time Caitlin felt uncomfortable in class was when she had to categorize people by their races. This activity stood out to Caitlin because she had to put a label on these people, and being white, Caitlin was more aware of the term white privilege. This term also arose when talking about Treaty Ed. Caitlin discovered that there will be challenges teaching Treaty Ed in her classroom. She believes all students are treaty people and therefore should receive this education, no matter their skin color or ethnicity. Caitlin knows there will be a backlash from parents and community, but she has the knowledge to back herself up in a conversation. Caitlin has gained a lot of knowledge around inclusion in Treaty Ed, but in order for her to fully apply these practices, Caitlin has to acknowledge her biases. Caitlin is a nice white lady that hopes to teach in a diverse class. There will be uncomfortable situations and barriers that she needs to overcome in order to incorporate all cultures and their values into the classroom. Caitlin has to remember the amount of power she holds and the ability she has to shape students' lives. Caitlin needs to make sure that she doesn't overuse her power. She needs to remember students come first. Will Caitlin continue to learn and grow as a learner and future educator? You'll have to stay tuned to find out.